This is one of the 7 deadly sins. Lust, one of the biggest enemies in men's greatness. One of the worst sins and addictions to deal with. Unfortunately, multiple men deal with it. We live in a generation where watching porn and masturbating has been normalized and praised if done it multiple times. The excuse of this generation is that the more you watch it, the more you can learn from it. But the reality is, the more you watch it, the more you let your brain, your flesh consume it, the more corrupted you will become. You become a slave to it, unable to come out of it. It's like you are prisoned, and the one holding you inside of that cell is the devil, lust, the sin you have grown over the years. Remember, the same way God is trying to protect his children from evil is the same way the devil is trying to take his children like you and I away from what is good, so further away from God and from what is right. What does the Bible say regarding lust? Well, it clearly states that lusting over someone or something is sin. But we do have a merciful God who forgives us for all the sins we have committed. So can you lust again? No. God forgives us. That does not mean we go back in procrastinating. It is really important that you create a strong relationship with God. Here are several Bible verses regarding lust and what will happen to you if you keep doing it. 1 Corinthians 6:18. Flee from sexual immorality. All other sins a person commits are outside the body, but whoever sins sexually sins against their own body. 1 Thessalonians 4:3-5. It is God's will that you should be sanctified, that you should avoid sexual immorality, that each of you should learn to control your own body in a way that is holy and honorable, not in passionate lust like the pagans who do not know God. And finally, James 1:14-15. But each person is tempted when they are dragged away by their own evil desire and enticed. Then, after desire has conceived, it gives birth to sin, and sin, when it is full grown, gives birth to death. When you fall into temptation, guilt and regret consume you. You are dealing with spiritual warfare, and that makes you feel a strong urge to watch porn and masturbate. Lust is caused by us letting external things dictate our actions, such as social media and bad companies. To overcome it, focus on God and rely on the Holy Spirit. Delete tempting content, read the Bible daily, ask God for forgiveness, stay active, work out, and keep yourself busy. Strengthen your spirit and mind to be stronger than your flesh. As Colossians 3:1-4 says, set your minds on things above, not on earthly things. The more you focus on God, the closer he will be to you. Remember Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. You can overcome lust with God's help. He forgives you because he loves you. So go out and show the world his greatness.